friends, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. You're sitting on my kitchen counter because we're going to work today. So you let me know if you think what I'm doing is prepping or just getting ahead, or is it the same thing? So what I'm going to do today is I need to cook some ground meat. Now, I've already made, if you can see that is mac and cheese. 2 boxes of mac and cheese with some cheese and a can of Rotel. And I need some taco meat to go in that. So, I figured while I was cooking up one thing of taco meat, I might as well just go cook it all. So, let me see if I can get you set up so you can see what I'm doing. Hang on. Okay, so I think you can see this instead of my face. I know that bothers some people. So what I'm going to do is I have some ground, there it is, some ground turkey. I'm sorry if the lighting is weird. I can't tell with the angle that you're at. This is actually Italian style. It'll be fine. So what I'm going to do, well, if I can get this open, is I'm going to cook up a whole bunch of this meat at one time, and then it will be ready. I'll pop it in the freezer, and it'll be ready whenever I need it. Got my handy dandy little thing here. So, for my month, I need, maybe if I cut it this way, I need 4 things of taco meat. So, I've already washed my hands. I've already done the dishes. So, I'm just going to keep working on this. Because I figured, why dirty up this pan a whole bunch of times when I can go ahead and do it and be done with it when it's already dirty, so I can just cook it all up at one time. Now you can Google to see how much 1 pound of cooked meat is. It's roughly about a cup. I usually use about a cup, maybe a little over a cup for our family. And that is what works for us. And I will take the rest of this and I will put it in the freezer. I will bag it up, put it in the freezer, and then it will be ready when we go to have something else, something that I don't want to cook it up for. So some of this is going to be taco meat. Some of this is not. I actually have taco seasoned meat, but I need 4 of them and they only had 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook one of these up. I'll take some of it out and add my taco seasoning, because I made my taco seasoning this morning. Got plenty of that. And friends, we're going to be ready to go. So tell me what you think. This is the way I like to do it. If I'm going to get into the kitchen, I'm going to mess up the kitchen and I'm going to mess it up. I don't necessarily like to clean, as I've shared before. So why clean every day when I can just mess it up one good time and I could be done. Now, if you like to clean or you really like to cook from fresh for your family, that is your love, go right ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. And remember, friends, we always want to add our Bible verse, our special seasoning, which is from Colossians 3:14. Over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Colossians 3:14. So you want to sprinkle that generously in there, because this is a labor of love. So while we're waiting for this to cook up, I will tell you what else I'm going to be working on today. Not only am I making the taco mac and cheese, I am, you can see over there, right there, I have my crock pot going, and in it, it is a version of a Low Country boil, but instead of using corn, we're going to be using green beans because corn doesn't freeze. It's kind of tough when you're using it as a TV dinner, so we use green beans. And I don't put shrimp in mine. My family is not a huge fan of shrimp. Preston, not a huge fan. Ray will eat occasionally. They do like shrimp, just not a lot, because honestly, I don't know how to cook shrimp. So that's why I don't cook it. So here we go. This is cooking up nicely. I'm just going to keep smushing this. And when this is ready, I will spoon out half of it so that it can cool before I put it in my bags. And then I will add the taco seasoning. Now, if you're doing tacos, you're actually going to use this for a taco seasoning like I am. You can add onions to this, garlic, jalapenos. You can actually soup this up as much as you want. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I tell you what, I will bring you back. No sense in seeing you watch me do this constantly when this is ready for the next step. Okay, friends, we've got this cooked. I've turned the heat down on it. So I'm going to take about 2/3 of this out and put it in my bowl. And then the rest, I'm going to leave in here and add some taco seasoning. Now, if you're wondering, this was frozen. This was the frozen turkey, so it does have water in it. So it takes a little bit longer sometimes to cook when I'm doing a very massive amount. Because I only want about 1 pound of cooked in here. Give or take. You don't have to be exact. If you're pinching your pennies, you can do 1/2 pound. That's okay too. All right, that looks, yeah, that'll be good. All right. So into this, I'm going to let this cool, that burger cool, and I'm going to add my taco seasoning. Okay. You hear Storm drinking over there. So I'm going to turn this back up so it'll cook down a little bit. Rinse out my cup. And since I'm not going to use it anymore, it's going in my dishwasher. So there's another tip. If you're going to cook, go ahead and have your dishwasher empty, your trash bag empty, so you can just add everything to it. And you don't have a sink stacking up. Okay, you can smell it. It is cooking down. Everybody is behaving well. So far we have cooked 3 pounds of ground turkey and dirtied up 1 dish. And in the dish that I cooked all of our macaroni in, I have that rinsed out, and it is cooking my rice. So my chicken and rice is going well. It's sitting beside you over there while we're cooking this down. Now I know you can time this and do it for so many minutes. I'm not going to worry about it. It's a little saucy, though. It's just going to give some flavor. So I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to fluff up my mac and cheese. Whoop, a little bit climbed in there. That's okay. Okay. Now I'm just going to scoop all this up and add it into this bowl. And I will have one dish done. So I was going to show you how you could save time by cooking meat at one time, and I'm actually kind of showing you how you can do some meal prep. It wasn't my intention, but I don't mind if you don't mind. This will be a little longer video. All right, we're going to get as much of this goodness out as we can. All right, I'm going to save this because I'm going to use it again. We're going to give this a quick stir. So we want to get all this combined before I put it in the little containers that will go into the freezer. And we have our own freezer meals. Okay. There is one done. One and done. Okay. Now, since I'm doing taco again, I'm not going to worry about cleaning this out. So I have 3 more pounds of turkey. And this is the seasoned taco turkey. So I'm going to turn this up and let it get it going. And I figured if I'm going to cook 1 pound, why not cook it all? So here we go. Now let's cook all this down. You hear it getting ready. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, friends, we are getting there. This is cooking down nicely. It's got a little ways to go yet. As I said before, this already has the seasoning in it. So while I'm waiting for this to cook down, I've been straightening up, I've been putting stuff in the dishwasher, and now I'm getting ready to label my bags. So I have some little bags, and I'm going to label these of what this is going to be used for, so that when I put it in the freezer, I pull it out, I know what is taco and what is not. Because there's nothing worse than needing maybe some plain meat for maybe some Italian dishes, and you don't have that. All you have is taco meat. Then you make like a taco spaghetti, which is good. So I am going to grab a bigger bag. And my pen, and I'm going to get to work labeling these. Now this bag is a gallon size bag because 2 out of the 3 is going to go into this big bag because this is going to be for taco soup. And there's one of your tricks to taco soup. Cook your meat. You have to cook your meat first anyway. Season it up so that when you're eating your meat, it is seasoned a little more strongly. And you can put, you know, hot sauce or whatever you want into this, depending on your family's needs. So I'm going to get to labeling, folks. Okay, friends, so these 3 pounds of taco meat is finished. I'm going to let it cool, and while it's cooling, I'm going to go ahead and start bagging up the plane and go ahead and get some of my meal containers. So don't go away. In the next few seconds in YouTube time, I'm going to show you what all of this looks like. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, friends, we finally made it done. As I said, for you, it's just the next few seconds, but for me, it's been a little while. So, all in all, we got 4 cheesy chicken and rice. You didn't get to see this, but that's what it looks like. That's what was cooking behind you. We got 6 taco macaroni. That's this one. These are labeled and ready to go. That's what that looks like. I got 6 of those. We got 2 cooked ground turkey. We got 2 taco seasoned ground turkey. And we got 1 big bag that will be taco meat for our taco soup. The crock pot's going to be a little while, so I'm not going to show you that. I will try to post on the community post what it looks like when it comes out. So check over there, and you'll probably be seeing that. So, friends, I hope this was helpful. Let me know, do you consider this just meal prep, or do you consider this actually prepping? Because this goes in the freezer. You can actually take some plastic wrap and actually make another. Storm is making lots of noises today. You can make another layer to keep out freezer burn. You want to get as much freezer burn as you can, and this can stay in your freezer for quite a while. This will not last quite a while in my family, so I'm not too worried about it, but you can do that. You can also, some people actually can meat and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. Something you're going to have to look up into because I don't know how to do that. So, friends, I'm so glad that you came by. I hope this was helpful. Again, if you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe and come back more often. We do all kinds of adventures the Lord leads us through everyday life. And again, leave me a comment and let me know, do you consider this prepping or meal prep? So, friends, remember, I love you, God loves you, and we'll see you next time.